to the giant blue chicken, and I just explored the museum a bit, and we'll have a video on that on my YouTube later, but there's the giant blue chicken for you. And I thought, hey, let's go live. We haven't gone live in a bit. So we are going to go live and take you down to the White House, which is, well, a few blocks down this road. This is the federal courthouse over here. That's the U.S. District Court. I think it's also the U.S. Court of Appeals for D.C., which is a pretty high-ranking Court of Appeals. Bunch of fire trucks over there. Water rescue fire trucks. Good morning, guys. We are doing live today. We're at the Canadian Embassy, and we're making our way downtown to the White House. It's a gray kind of day. It's about 72. Very, very humid. Hello. We're doing all right, Gwen. How you doing? We are just walking around today. You do not need proof of vaccination to go into the museums. You do, however, have to wear a mask. So that's a requirement of all the museums in town right now. So this is the Canadian Embassy. Hey, Branson. How you doing, Jay? And, oh, they've got the fountain turned on today. So this is the Embassy of Canada. So I know Nancy, I know of her, I don't know who she is. Yeah, the U2 was pretty interesting yesterday. So if you haven't caught my YouTube channel, there's some guys sleeping rough here. This is sadly a little bit too common down in this area. So I caught a U2 spy plane yesterday flying over DC. U2, the pilot of the U2 who went over Cuba, one of many U2s over Cuba, passed away and was buried at Arlington. And the Air Force honored him with a flyover of a U2. Hey Spike, how's it going, mate? We'll cross all the way over here. So this is the old News Museum. This was bought for $250 million, like 250 million US, by Johns Hopkins University, who's going to convert it into their Washington, D.C. campus. Spike, yeah, it's pretty quiet. It's pretty quiet every day, to be honest. Most of D.C. is work from home due to COVID, so there's just not a lot of people on the streets. I mean, it's what? It's 11:57. So guys, this is going to be the lunchtime rush in Washington, D.C. You ain't going to see much. All right, let's cross over. Yeah, they closed the museum and they took down the First Amendment thing. It was really a shame. It was a great museum. It was a great museum, but it was just not making any money. And COVID was just kind of like, so they had just not making money. Media organizations are hurting and bleeding cash. And then COVID, yeah? And they're just like, you know, just whatever. So they sold the museum. The collection is still in a collection, but it's just not displayed publicly anywhere. Oh, this cop is going to run me over. All right, let's go down this way. Okay, so this is the Federal Trade Commission. Out here, some socialist artwork to make you guys all happy. This guy, Michael Lance, power of man. Of course, that's easy to do when you look like the Incredible Hulk. I mean, that dude is just ripped. Now, Michael Lance didn't make much money on this sculpture, but it didn't really matter because Michael Lance had a brother, and his brother was the guy who created Woody Woodpecker. Yep, so Woody Woodpecker's creator's brother was the sculptor of that sculpture. All right, let's keep walking, yeah? Yeah, YouTube's glitchy, the signal's glitchy, I think, too. I'm actually broadcasting on haps.tv, HAPPS.tv, which is a live streaming app. It lets me broadcast to YouTube, Haps, Twitter, and Twitch simultaneously. So you can watch me on Twitch, you can watch, which my name is the penguinsix, or Twitter, penguinsix, or Haps, penguinsix, or YouTube, penguinsix. So I'm kind of like multicasting. That's kind of the cool thing about the Haps app. Let's just see what we can see. Hey, Julie, how you doing? Yeah, iffy signal. I did get a glitch here, but it's just, it's DC. It's not Hong Kong, where there's like towers everywhere and like super bandwidth. Here it's all more spread out. We got 2 seconds to make the light. Oh well. I think we'll make it. I'm going to show you in a video later. They're setting up for something massive over on the mall. They've put down all these like plastic flooring and everything. I got some video of it earlier today. That'll be on my YouTube later this afternoon. This is the National Archives building. Your Constitution and Declaration of Independence are here. But this is not actually the main entrance, which is on the other side. This is like the researcher entrance, staff entrance. Over there is the U.S. Navy Memorial. Doot, 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 doot. So there's the Archives building. This is their research center, but they actually have a huge, huge facility out in the suburbs where they have most of the good stuff. There's the FBI building right over there. We can go lollygag our way over to the FBI. Hello, Christy. How are you? So we are making our way over here to the original FDR Memorial. This memorial was put up, about 10 years after FDR died. And it has a very strange story. In September 1941, FDR called his friend, Supreme Court Justice Frankfurter, and explained, if a memorial is ever erected to me, I know where I want it to be. It should be a block about the size of my desk and put it somewhere simple and quiet by the Archives building. So in 1965, they actually did it. They put a little memorial to FDR. But then about 30 years later, they decided, no, he needs a big memorial. So they built the new FDR Memorial, which is down by the Jefferson Memorial and the Martin Luther King Memorial. The DeLorean is still on the mall, Evan. I took some really good video of it today because it's kind of gray out, so there was no reflection. I even got a video of the flux capacitor fluxing, and that'll be on my YouTube later today. The weather has cooled off, but it's really sticky humidity. So it's like 72, but I'm actually sweating, if that makes sense. Crazy man. So this is the FBI. This is the construction. This has been going on for a while at FBI headquarters. Hey Denmark, how's it going? I was in Denmark 2 years ago. Had a lot of fun. Went to Billund. The kids demanded that we go to Legoland. And our house. I actually went to the Jutland Museum in Denmark, which is like hidden away at the northwest corner of Denmark. is this museum about Jutland, which was absolutely fascinating. So if you ever get over to Denmark, go up to the northwest corner and you can see that. Yeah, I don't know if they like that. Oh, FBI police have got their own bicycles now. Check that out. It's like an electric bike, I think, yeah? FBI. This is the visitor's entrance to the FBI. It's pretty quiet. The staff entrance is around the corner, though. They got people coming in and out over there. Motorcades, my motorcade videos are all still online, but you can also go to penguinsix shorts. Penguinsix shorts, which is my shorts videos. And that's all motorcades, all, hello, that's all sorts of cool stuff. Guys, there's a SWAT vehicle over here by the IRS. Yeah. Something going on, yeah? So we're gonna skip the FBI, yeah? So that's the FBI, there's people going in, cars coming out, kind of a normal day. Over here is the IRS, and there's a SWAT vehicle by the IRS. Think we should go investigate? We were at the Art Museum earlier. We're going to have that video up today. I went to the National Gallery of Art, Modern Art today, so I took some video from that. That'll be on my channel if you haven't subscribed. Okay, so that's the Justice Department over there. Let's go see the SWAT vehicle, yeah? Oh, red light. Ah, it's changing. We can go. Very, very strange. So I saw a bunch of DC police cars over here. Not entirely abnormal or anything like that. But then I saw the SWAT vehicle and I was like, hello. These are SOD cruisers, Special Operations Division. These are SOD police, and it's the Metropolitan Police SWAT vehicle parked outside of the IRS. I don't know why there's a SWAT car here. It's pretty quiet, yeah. This is the ERT, Emergency Response Team. Cool. So they've got a big truck here. Not sure why. This is the IRS building right here. And these are all the SOD cruisers. And they've got a bunch of cops at the Department of Justice. Those are the Department of Justice GSA police. So, what's that car? Oh, that's a cool car. So yeah, there's a big SWAT truck sitting outside of IRS headquarters. There's your sandbags. You guys were asking about these sandbags. These sandbags are beat to hell. I mean, they've got mold growing on them. Look, they've got like lichen growing on them. So it's like they've been here a long time. This is an old staff entrance, but now they go, I don't know if they use this one. I guess they did reopen this one. Employee entrance. I don't know. They're anticipating someone going nuts about taxes. Not sure why the SWAT team is out here. Okay, so now we're like a couple blocks out of the way to get back to the White House. Annoying. I'm not sure. Those SOD cruisers. Now there's a big protest happening in about 10 days. And they're getting ready for that across the state. They're talking about putting a fence back around the U.S. Capitol and Supreme Court building, which is pretty annoying. So that's the Natural History Museum over there. That's like dinosaurs and bugs and stuff like that. We'll go in there one day, just not today. Don't want to get museum head. Museum head is when you spend too much time in the museum. Your brain starts to fog. I will say the IRS has got some pretty nice landscaping. So these are what are known as flower pots, yeah? You see these things here? I mean, yes, technically they are flower pots, but in reality, these are anti-car bomb defense systems. They weren't part of the original design of this building, something that was added after Oklahoma City and 9/11, these flower pots. So this is the visitor's entrance to the IRS. This has been closed for quite a while. Huh. Yeah, it's lunchtime, but see, it's closed because there's nobody around. I mean, nobody's working here. It's work from home status for most of the US government. And it's estimated about 60 to 70% of downtown DC is currently work from home. And probably like 80 or 90% of the US government is work from home. So we don't see a lot of people. It's also why we're losing a lot of little restaurants and stuff. A lot of little delis and whatnot are being closed because there's nobody around to eat. It's kind of a bummer. It's funny, if you go to the NSA, the National Security Agency, the most advanced cyber defenses we have in our country, they're actually surrounded by giant boulders. It's like our front line of defense, surrounded by boulders. So here's some sandbags there. There's a FedEx truck going into the IRS. So there is some activity, FedExing your 1040 forms. Now, I should note, this facility doesn't actually do like your tax returns. This is the facility that does like tax policy and stuff like that. Now this is the Federal Triangle area. This is like one of the lowest lying areas in downtown DC. It always floods down here. Always floods. So you see lots of sandbag barriers around. Okay, where should we go? Go into the Ellipse, go onto the south side of the White House? Yeah, we can do that. Hey Teddy, how you doing? So that is your American History Museum over there. And we're going to make our way to the Ellipse, I think, and then from the Ellipse to the White House. It is lunchtime. I had a really crappy lunch at the art gallery. I'm going to need something else. I feel the need for a hot dog. What do you guys think? Hot dog? Dog, pig, loaf of bread. By the way, if you haven't seen Meet the Millers or Millers versus the Machines on Netflix, that's a funny movie. If you got kids, we watch that. Hey Peter, how you doing, mate? Guys, Peter is in the chat. Peter is one of the community directors at haps.tv, which is the app I use to multicast. So if you guys reach out to Peter, he can help you get set up streaming if you want to start streaming. And actually, Haps lets you make money. So it's kind of cool. We got an exhibit. So I'll show you, if you guys watch my my uploaded video later, I bought an Andy Warhol magnet. Yeah, I bought an Andy Warhol magnet for my kids. Do you guys want to see the Andy Warhol magnet? You know, Spike, they move those vans around, so I kind of have to like gauge based on who's back there. It's like, okay, have I seen this guy? Has he sold me a cold hot dog before or not? Abel, the best chili dogs are the chili half smokes up at up in U Street, Ben's Chili Bowl. Well, that's a little bit too far for right now. We are walking, Jim, yeah. I rode a bike all the way down here and I just got bored. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna walk. So this is the EPA. This is actually known as the William Jefferson Clinton Building. Yeah, they named a building after him. You guys, nobody wants to see my Andy Warhol magnet. Okay, fine. Maybe later. So that is the African American History Museum. That's one of the few Smithsonians I've never been to. It used to be like restricted entry. You had to get like a ticket, and I never got around to it. I need to go over there though. I heard it's pretty cool. There is a scheduled protest on the 18th to support the protesters of the 6th, but I'd be shocked if anyone shows up. Swampy? You mean weather-wise? No. I did have a pretty rush day. I wouldn't call it a crash, but I did drop a bike earlier today. Okay. Now this is a delay. Oh, I got the light. Got the light. This is the Department of Commerce over here. The Herbert Hoover building. Okay, Lori. It's actually good timing, Lori, because I need to change the backup camera, the DJI Osmo. That battery's about to die, so we're going to switch that camera to camera 2. And when I do that, we can show you the Andy Warhol magnet, because it's right here. Well, I also got this. I'll show you this. Check that out. I got some coasters. A friend of mine loves this guy, so I bought her some coasters. Kind of a belated wedding gift. But here is, there he is. Ta-da! My Andy Warhol magnet. Yeah, we can go to BLM Plaza. We'll go there today, see what's up. So we need to switch out from DJI camera number 1 to DJI camera number 2. Ah! So yeah, isn't that pretty cool? So I actually do have 2 of these cameras because I use them a lot. Oh, let's put Mr. 15 Minutes back in here. And the coaster set I got. I mentioned it in my video later, it was going to premiere later, but if you guys are looking for a gift, really consider your local museum's gift shop. Local museums have really suffered in the pandemic. And if you're looking for a unique gift, check out the gift shop of some museum. Anything you can give to them is really a lot of help right now. So, did I need an Andy Warhol magnet? No. But did the museum need my help? Yes. So, 2 birds, 1 stone, yeah? Spike, there's no difference at all. They're exactly the same. Camera 1 was with me when I crashed on the scooter, and while it was in repairs, I bought camera 2, and now I carry 2 cameras. Most days I don't need 2 cameras. Some days I do need 2 cameras. It's just nice to have. So, actually, it's a really good camera. Yeah, they're pretty cool coasters. I'm gonna send those over to her. Surprise her. I haven't talked to her in about a year or so, so we'll kind of surprise her. Yeah, they did take that statue down. Saw that on the news. Okay, so yeah, they're setting up for a protest over there. Look at all those tents getting up over there. The whole mall is getting ready for a giant protest. I mean, there's just stuff going on everywhere. Oh, that might be the flags. That might be the flags. They're gonna put up, so you remember a few months ago I showed you all those little white flags that were put up for COVID victims? Remember that? Well, they're doing another one. Now, they did it back then, it was like 200,000 flags. Now it's gonna be 600,000 flags. So, they're setting up for that. There's some Secret Service dudes. Oh. don't know. Okay, where are we at? So these are the old guard houses. Low power mode. HAPS does run down the battery. That's one glitchy thing. So we're gonna get you to the White House, and then we're gonna have to plug the phone in. Yeah, that was an Andy Warhol magnet. Sorry, I already put them back in the bag. You'll see it though on my YouTube video tonight, which I'm gonna premiere around dinner time. I think I've got enough thing. Yeah, Lori, it's gonna be an insane amount of flags, and I think they start planting them next week or the week after. I'm not sure. What happened, Julie? I don't know. Nothing. I see your comments. Everything's cool to me.
There was one day where I was looking before I had my interview.
So we are in the Ellipse, making our way over to the south lawn of the White House, where there's a lot of construction going on. Now earlier today, I thought I saw somebody on the Truman balcony. So I grabbed a telephoto lens to try to see who was on the Truman's balcony, but I couldn't see anything. Yeah, they are hinting at a fence going back up. It's not going up today. Whoops, but it could be going up soon. Let's keep going. Oh, they turned the fountain on over here. So over here where this Smokey the Bear Ranger is located is the National Boy Scouts Memorial. And it's a bit sussy. Let me show you why. There are tarps. They've been rebuilding. There have been tarps on the White House lawn all year, pretty much, basically. They're plumbing and telco repairs. Okay, so here's the National Boy Scout Memorial. There's a Boy Scout up in front and a naked dude behind him. It's like, what? Huh? So yeah, this is the National Boy Scout Memorial with a big, tall, naked dude. Roller skates. I've not roller skated on the streets much since college. I mean, I did rollerblades when I was in law school. Christian event. Is that what they're setting up for? All those tents on the mall? There's a bajillion tents going up on the mall. Maybe that's what it is. Well, where to park? You know, it's actually not that hard to park right now. If you go down in front of the museums, you can usually get a spot if you just look a little bit. Are you coming on the weekend or are you coming during the week? If you're coming during the week, no problem. The weekend might be a little tighter. My go-to spots for parking are right over there. That's 17th Street and like CDE Street, Charlie, Dog, and Echo. I always park over there a lot. Yeah, that statue's just a bit sus. A bit weird. Okay. We're making our way across. The statue's for the Boy Scouts of America. Yeah, I mean, it's actually the Boy Scouts national statue. I don't know why there's a naked dude, though. And I also don't know what's going on behind this fence. This area has been fenced off for years. I think this is where they normally do the National Christmas Tree, but it's just bizarrely fenced off. All right, we're gonna go over here. So this construction is remnants of the fence reconstruction. It's been up since they were doing the fence. They took down most of the coverings of the fence, but then they added a new fence that they're working on back behind the fountain, which is a bit bizarre. There you can see. Oh. There we go. So there's the Truman balcony. Some Secret Service vehicles. Yeah. Yeah, the Christmas tree is dead. They cut down the Christmas tree. It was a crappy Christmas tree. It was just kept dying. I thought it would last for like 20 years or something. It lasted like 5. So from this angle, you can actually see the construction that's going on, guys. There it is. See, they got like these big excavators back there. And then there's some more up over there. That's the east wing. Is over in the east wing. Now there's the fountain. This is the fountain that's surrounded by a fence. There's a beehive over there, by the way. That's the White House beehive. I guess they get free honey. And yeah, they're doing a lot of construction back there. Okay, guys, my battery is just about dead, so I'm going to call it right now. Hope you enjoyed this. I will have a video on YouTube a little bit later with some footage from other parts of the sea, including the motor. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Either on HapV or Twitter or Periscope or wherever you are. All right, guys, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.